Hey, welcome to Double G's Garage. Thanks for stopping by today. Again, I hope everybody's having a good Christmas and a happy New Year's. I hadn't posted a video for a little while. Do you ever have one of those days where you feel like, you're making two steps forward and one step back? Well, that's kind of where I've been with our 69 convertible project. Just to give you a little update on what we got going on. I got the body back on the chassis, started putting the bolts back in. Obviously wanted to check a few things before I put all the bolts back in. Got the pedal cluster in, got the cables hooked up, and of course I can hear the clutch tube moving around inside the tunnel there, so the tab's broken off. So we're going to address that today. Also, crank the engine up, which I had already run it before on the floor before I ever did all this, which I typically do. But got it all back in and it's not charging. So now I'm back to having to pull the shroud and pull the generator off, and I've just decided to go ahead and upgrade to an alternator and bypass the voltage regulator and just do it right one time. So I've got parts coming for that. I've put a new fuel pump on it. I've put a new carburetor on it. Hopefully I get these two projects knocked out, I can get back on track. What I mean by that is right now I have plans of getting the dash put in and getting all that sorted out. And I also have plans on finishing up the brake system, getting some fluid in there. But other than that, again, I've only got about maybe 6 of the pan bolts in. And then I've kind of stopped because if I needed to lift the body back off, I still am at a stopping point where I could do that. Hopefully, cross your fingers, I'm not going to have to do that. But what we're going to dive into today is the clutch tube breaking off in the tunnel. I know a lot of you have probably run into this, and there's quite a few articles online about ways to fix it. There's companies, supposed experts, that even have kits where you can cut one of these gigantic 6x6 holes in your frame tunnel and then go in there and weld it. That's not my choice. What I wanted to do today was just kind of help everybody out and maybe show you a quicker way to do it, cleaner way to do it without having to cut a gigantic hole in your transmission tunnel. So let me reposition the camera and I'll show you the way that I do it, which I think is a better method. Okay, so I'll post a picture of what a lot of, like I said, the so-called experts do to fix this problem, and I'll show you the big holes they cut and all the problems they run into. But just to kind of explain what I've done, I removed the emergency brake handle. I look down through there. I see where the tab is broken, and I locate the area where it is, and I can point it out to you and show you. But basically, what I've done is right at the corner of the seat track is where the tab is inside the tunnel. And so I've located that area, and I've gone in here and I've cut a slot. Let's see if I can zoom in and give you a better shot of it. So what I've done is, like I said, I went in where the emergency brake was with a flashlight, a little LED light, and I found the location of the tab that was broken and verified that that's what the problem was. And then what I've done is go in, as you can see here, and instead of cutting a big hole in the tunnel, I've simply cut a slot, and then I've got my little contraption rigged up here with the a pry bar and a clamp that's pushing on the clutch tube, so that basically the tab sticks its tongue out of the slot there. And what you can see is right here is the tab that's broken off of the tunnel on the inside. So when I cut the slot right here, you can see I've cleaned it up, got it nice and shiny, good spacing, and all I'm going to do is spot weld it back in there. A little bit of grinding. I may not even weld that whole slot back shut, put some seam sealer in there, and I'm done. So much easier, cleaner way to repair this than cutting the big gaping hole in your tunnel. So I'll get the welder all set up and weld this and show you what I've done. Well, there you go. Much what I think's cleaner, simpler. Again, it's not pretty. Just a few spot welds on the end of the tab. I'll put a little bit of sealer in that crack there and spray a little bit of paint on it and be good to go. So took me probably less than an hour to cut the slot, find the tab, weld it back in there, put it all back together. Again, hopefully it's a better option for some of you than, again, I'm not all for cutting that big hole like I showed you in that picture in the tunnel. I think it's not good for the integrity of the car. Plus, it just looks hacked up. And again, this should last another, this car is 50 years old. Should last another 50 years, hopefully. The welds on both ends of the other end of the clutch tube are fine, so I feel pretty certain about getting that tab welded back to the tunnel there. It'll be fine too. So again, I'm gonna get back to work on some other things that I need to get done on the convertible. I hope you liked what you saw. Again, appreciate everybody who has subscribed so far. We continue to grow, and the more that we grow, the more I'll be able to make more content like this. So again, we got lots of projects going on. We got another convertible after this one. So, and again, plenty of work. Months worth of work left on this one. We're going to be getting into the interior and the top, and of course test driving it. That's always the fun stuff. And then for the 70 convertible that I've got, we may try to do will it run video and see what's going on, because I haven't even cranked that one up. But again, like I said, thanks for stopping by. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hey, we'll see you next time.